Just saying how great that the other thing looked on the wall inside in the kitchen. Here's the other piece. Is there more? No, you got more to make. Wow, we only made 3. Yeah. This one's a beauty. Yeah. I always like you in that black velvet suit. Black velvet in the little boy's smile. Used to do that song. Black velvet in that slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. On Memphis and a Mississippi freeway. What do you got in mind today? Not sure. You're kind of winging it, eh? The one-armed bandit. Yeah, it's me. Look, there's the baby kangaroo with his things jumping. Whatever he's doing. See, we already adopted an animal this year. Yeah, we did. We adopted a mother and baby Roo. This is the thank you card, habitat, and interesting facts. Eating succulent plants that provide moisture allows the kangaroos to go for long periods without drinking water. Did anybody know that? I do. Why? Because I adopted a kangaroo. But I always suspected that about them. What did you suspect? That they ate plants. Yes, but succulent plant? I think I did know that. I think I knew about the plants being succulent. Much too moist and delicious. Richard Jeni is here. Hi, Richard. Comedian Richard Jeni suffered with depression, and he's you wouldn't remember him unless you were like my age, really. He was on the Howard Stern show a lot. I'll never forget his one bit that I saw him at a comedy club, yeah. And he said, and it was about the tuna fish sandwich that he went to a deli. And I loved this joke and always ended up loving it for the rest of my life. He goes to the deli counter and he says, I'd like a tuna salad sandwich, please. And the deli guy says, do you want that with mayo or no mayo? And Richard says, I will have it with no mayo because if you gave me mayo, it would be much too moist and delicious. Like, who makes tuna fish salad without mayo, right? But that was the joke, and that joke stuck with me for years. And every time he told it, it's like he could never tell that joke enough. Yeah, he told it very funny. Hi, Richard. Hey, you don't forget much, do you? No, I don't, because that's an old joke of mine. Yeah. I remember you. You reminded me of my Uncle Bob. Hey, Uncle Bob, what's up? You kind of looked like Uncle Bob. You had the same hairline. Really, really interesting, funny character. Very quick delivery, very witty. And he's giving me a song to do. But I don't know how. And why should I be lonely every night? 'Cause when I'm with you, baby, oh, you make it right. And I don't listen to the guys who say that you're bad for me and I should turn you away. They don't know about love. They've never heard of love. They don't know about us. I get the feeling when I look at you. Wherever you go, now I wanna be there too. And they say we're crazy, but we just don't care. And if they keep on talking, well, it goes nowhere. And I don't mind if they don't understand when I look look at you and you hold my hand. They don't know about us. I'm choking up here. They don't know about us. They've never heard of love. Oh, baby, why should it matter to us if they don't approve? We can just take our chances. Girl, we got nothing to lose. Oh, and I don't listen to a word they say. I got my eyes wide open and I see what the fuck? See the signs? Don't listen to what they say. Got my eyes wide open. Don't listen about their wasted lines. And I don't listen to their wasted lines. Got my eyes wide open and I see the signs. They don't know about us. They've never heard of love. No, I don't listen to what they say. They can go fuck themselves anyway. They don't know about us. They've never heard of love. No, they don't know about us. And they've never heard of love. I want to bring something to Lena. Thank you. Thank you, Richard, Jeni, and everyone who requested that song this morning. Look at these notes. It's a wonder she can understand what's happening. Well, that's what our notes look like because we never know what key we're going to do it in. These are a mess. These are particularly bad. Yeah. These are particularly bad. But that song is perfect for today's reading we did and about Nikki and Weezer and them trying to tell me, boy, never have I ever seen either one of those girls so aggressive about anything in my life. And they were good ones for like passionate speeches about all kinds of stupid crap. But boy, did they have a case against John being alive. They were like, Lena, he is dead. Now mind you, this is the same girl, Nikki, who, and Weezer too, they pretend to believe in spirits and all kinds of shit like that. They had no problem with me talking to a spirit guide named Teresa and my other spirit guide, Kathleen. They had no problem with me having spirit guides. Who do they think spirit guides are? A lot of spirit guides are people that crossed over, and that's their job now. Not all of them. Some of them never came here at all. But some of them crossed over, and then they came back to do this. To help people like those lunatics. So, to find their way. And you know what? I was the spirit guide for those girls. That's the irony. I was like the spirit guide incarnate, showing them how to believe in something other than them stupid selves. Nikki and Weezer, before John ever came back, hi Hiram, hey, I remember that story. Yeah, they told me because Nikki's boyfriend died. He was hit by a train. Okay. Yeah, real smart guy, Steve. Hey, Steve. Steve had to reincarnate, by the way. Because he was he had a lot to learn and he didn't learn it. But anyway, if you die getting hit by a train playing on train tracks when you're a fucking man in your 20s or whatever, then you haven't learned yet. Drunk on a train track on a narrow fucking bridge where there's nowhere to go except jump off if the train comes. Okay, you don't do that when you're engaged to a girl who's pregnant. Idiot. So, oh, Lena, you're on fire. Well, I'm just saying, she wants to fucking talk to me about, what I'm doing in my life. And like these are the people she hooks up with. And so anyway, she's telling me that after Steve died, right after Steve died, his father died. The guy, Steve's father, died in the Twin Towers. He went down, and he was working there. And she told me that she had a ring from them. She had gotten a ring from him. I don't know if it was an engagement ring or not. And that she would see the two of them in the ring waving at her. And this was like a regular occurrence. Yeah, they were waving at me. They're alive still. They're waving. Okay, you believe that Steve and his fucking father are sitting in your diamond ring waving at you, but John Lennon can't possibly be talking to me. Well, it had more to do with me loving you. They didn't like the fact that I obviously loved you. Isn't that nice? Don't you want friends like that in your life? They don't want you to be loved. Well, I think it had to do. They didn't mind Christopher loving you, but you're a celebrity and a very famous, good-looking, popular celebrity, right? That was not what they wanted for Lena. They didn't want to think of you as being that special. They also wanted you all to themselves. Very selfish. Get you nowhere. You know, it hurts like hell. Yeah, it hurts like hell. But you know, it's one of those things. See, I wouldn't want to be you. You must be miserable if you feel like that.
It's lonely at the top.
Yeah. You should know, big guy. Yeah, 6'6" of them. Listen, baby, let's go feed some birds, and then we gotta hit the hay. We gotta get back in for meditation. We have a meditation scheduled today. Oh yeah, I know what kind of meditation you got. What are you saying to me? Nothing. I feel so crazy when I look at you, and then I ate burritos, and you ate some too. Oh man, I can't wait till that hot sauce comes. Is that it now? Is the guy here? Chris is taking the car to be inspected. That's fucking... I can't believe it's that time of year again.
Why can't you believe it?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Maggie. No! Chris, did you put any stuff on Maggie's back today?
I did.
How's it looking? Hey, baby. Yeah, me and Maggie, our skin is clearing up together. Maggie, you're going to have a little brother. It's going to be crazy up in here with the time. Can you imagine a little kitten coming into this house and having all these brothers and sisters and just being like, oh my God, this is so great. Because Maggie was that little one at one time. Everybody likes me here, Odie. I know, it's so cute. It's so cute to see them happy like that. You'll hear something today, I think. All right. Don't be impatient. God blesses those who wait and stuff. Yes, exactly. Look how beautiful it is out today. They say it's going to be sunny like this all week, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like gorgeous all week. Praise be God and Mother. It was nice to hear that song again. I think the last time I did that song was at the open mic with Deconda there, Kadanda.
You've played that here since.
Did I? I really choked at the Kadanda thing. I was crying. It was a debacle.
That worked out good.
Christopher was so skinny then, but we had a good time that night though, didn't we?
Sure.
We were fucking laughing. Remember the curse guy, the curse toast?
Oh yeah.
The guy Andrew Curse Clay or whatever we were calling him.
Yeah, he was good.
Screaming about mothers. My fucking mother was a fucking saint. There's a great blog piece on that too. It's called Open Mic at the Kadanda's Cafe or at the Sun Mountain. Was it Sun Mountain Cafe? I don't remember.
Life Cafe.
Yeah, some crazy fucking Hare Krishna place. It was great though, and it was exactly what we needed. We needed a crazy night out. We hadn't been out forever because you know we had both had it. Christopher was just like really sick from chemo and stuff and working. He was back at work at that time. He was working, walking to the fucking train. I couldn't believe it. Watching him go down that block every day. And then I would be like taking care of Herman and getting him to the park every day and trying to take care of business as usual, go shopping, visit my parents where I would get absolutely no support and I would leave there in tears. I remember one time. It's not worth it. Mary McCarthy. Yeah. Mary McCarthy was a neighbor that I knew forever up on that block. We didn't really ever talk. In fact, as a child, I was a little bit older than her, and I knocked her over. I was riding my bicycle, and I didn't mean to. She got right in the way of my bike, and she was just a little kid, and her brother came running out, and I was crying. I said, "I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. Oh, my God." Because I hit her right in the head with my handlebar, and she hit the ground, and I was like, "I would kill that kid. Oh, my God." But then her older brother came out and he started yelling, and then he saw me and he just said, "It's okay. She'll be all right. Please." They were a nice family, right? And she was okay. But I left and I was all shook up. And I never told anybody about it. I really thought I killed her. She got hit so hard. So I hadn't seen her for, we would see each other on the street when I would be over there visiting my parents. She always lived up the block. She moved into the same block as her parents, right up the block. A couple of doors down. She got married, had kids. Her husband had cancer, similar to Christopher's. Years before Christopher had cancer, and he was now in remission. Okay. So he was given a death sentence also and was now in remission. And one day I left my parents' house and I was just shattered because they had just told me how stupid I was for not getting life insurance. Because what are you going to do now, Lynn, when he dies? And I said, well, Ted told me not to get it. And we figured the insurance man himself, Chris's father, he told us not to get it. It didn't even occur to me to get it because we're so poor. We can't even afford anything. So we just didn't get it. And my mother said, see, my family really cared about me. My father really loved me. He made sure your father got life insurance because they wanted me to be taken care of. I was lucky. I had very good. You know how stupid she sounds? Because I'm sitting there and here she is, my parent, saying, just think about that whole scenario. So I just said, my brother Alan was sitting there laughing. He looked at me and started laughing. So I got up and I said, well, I guess nobody here cares about me, right? And nobody said anything, and I just left. They just watched me leave. Not even a hug or anything. So I went out, and I was like almost falling down with grief, really, of everything that was happening. And Mary McCarthy walked by. And she had known because my mother was going around telling everyone, we're helping Lynn get through this time. That was her big fucking claim to fame. Lynn's husband is very sick. We're all praying. Please pray for him. We're praying and praying and we're praying for him so much. And makes her very important. That's just the way she liked it. She likes to be very important. Everything's a show and it's all about Madeline. It's not about anything else, ever. So Mary knew about my situation with Christopher being very sick. And she said, how are you? And I could not speak to her. I just looked at her. And she put her hand on my arm. And she just didn't say anything, and I heard clear as day. Her mind, I heard it. And she said, "You'll get through this." So if she ever sees these videos, I want to thank you because I needed you at that moment. And you were there. And I'm sure glad I didn't kill you that time with the bicycle, because that would have sucked. God didn't let that happen. It could have. I was going at some clip. My brand new bicycle.